I recently shared my personal story of upsizing via my monthly email newsletter to my database, and it led to putting just shy of 2 million under contract. In today's video, I'm sharing the exact email I sent and how it created conversations with my database. So we all know interest rates have been a hot topic for some time now, and they're starting to come down, but they are still a big factor of why so many people are staying put in their homes. And I wanted to share with my database that I happily went from a 2.25% interest rate into a new construction home with a 5.99% interest rate. And the reason that I wanted to send this to them and share my personal story is interest rates are important. I'm not saying they aren't, but they are not the only component to a move. There are a lot of decisions that come with ultimately deciding to make a move. So I wanted to share with them why I decided to do it and why I have absolutely no regrets. So let's take a look at this email. This is the exact email that I sent out to my database. And what it does is share my personal story of upsizing. I know that in my database, I have at least 10 clients who have been wanting to upsize for the past 2 years, but plain and simple, the rate on their current home has been holding them back. And I personally found myself in that same situation. So I wanted to share with them how there's always going to be fear of making the wrong choice. And I also had that same fear. Our first house in South Carolina that we purchased was a major fixer-upper. So I share that with them. We always knew it wouldn't be our forever home, but we knew that it was a solid investment. So we went ahead and purchased it and started doing a lot of work to it, a lot of sweat equity put into that house. And I wanted to share with them that ultimately we decided to go ahead and sell that house because that allowed us to put a really large down payment towards our new construction home. And it also allowed us to still have plenty of money left over to purchase blinds, put a fence in, all the fun things that come with purchasing a new construction home. And I got really personal. I shared with them that I went from a 2.25% to a 5.95%. And I think that that is the key to this email. I got personal. I shared my personal business. I even shared a link within the email showing them this new home of ours and why it's such a better fit for our family and our lifestyle. And I closed it out by saying, deciding to move is a deeply personal decision. And it's not one that I can make for them, but I can ask the right questions to empower them to make that decision for themselves. And then I included a blueprint that I share with all of my clients who are upsizing so that they can take a look at the strategy that I take and how I approach making it as seamless as possible. This email was such a big hit and it converted almost 2 million in going under contract. And I'm going to share a little bit more about you with that now. So I knew sending this email that it was packed full of valuable information, but what I didn't know is just how many people in my database had been thinking about upsizing. I knew I had a good number in there that had because I've already talked to them about it, but I got so many responses and so many conversations were started because of this email. I send my monthly email newsletter, obviously, as a way to keep in touch with my database and my contacts, but I also send it as a way to let them know that I'm always there to be a resource. Just if they want to have a conversation, I'm always happy to do that. And I got a lot of responses just saying, hey, your new house is so beautiful, that's so great. And then I also got a second set of responses that was, hey, we've really been thinking about upsizing and can we set up a time to talk? And a lot of those are ongoing conversations. Making the decision to upsize is a process. It's not something that you're going to decide overnight. But the fact that those conversations are now happening from this one email that took me maybe 45 minutes to create and shared a little bit of my own personal story is priceless. 2 of those reach outs also resulted in clients saying, hey, we've been wanting to do this for some time. We have so many pain points in our current homes. What can we do? They got pre-approved. They do not have to sell their current homes in order to move, so both are going to be renting them out. And since sending that email and now making this video, both of them are under contract and it comes to just shy of $2 million worth of volume. If you are not sending out a monthly email newsletter to your database, please consider implementing that. We are coming to the end of 2024. That's something that you could easily start off the year of 2025 and get it going. It is such a great way to not only stay in touch with your database, but connect with them. Everybody likes a story. I try to tell a story in every single monthly email newsletter that I send because it gives people something to connect with. If you have any questions about starting a monthly email newsletter, feel free to drop them below or reach out to me directly. You can DM me on Instagram at Amanda S. Davidson. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.